It's me, Wario. Today I have some news. Welcome everyone to Yu-Gi-Oh! News, where the news comes last and the weather comes later. Quite a lot of cards have been revealed in VJump, and I want to just go over them, and I'm on Dueling Hour forums on the page by the organization, because they just have it all in one page. I'm not going to discuss any cards in detail. I may do that in a Yu-Gi discussion video. If you want to see any of these cards get its own Yu-Gi discussion video, let me know, and I may just do that in the future. Alright, first, there's new Blue Eyes support. Here we have a new level 1 tuner, Guard with Eyes of Blue. Whether that will be its English name, possibly slightly changed, we'll see. Let's see, when this card's normal summon, you can special summon a level 1 tuner from your hand. You can target one effect monster you control, send it to the grave. If you special summon a Blue Eyes monster from your hand. So you could summon a level 1 effect tuner, send it to the grave, get your Blue Eyes. That could be a way to do it. Also, it says it targets an effect monster, Maiden with Eyes of Blue. You summon the Blue Eyes. Maiden of Eyes of Blue is gone. New Blue Eyes. You get 2 Blue Eyes. You can either Synchro with it or XCs into like Thunder and Dragon. This is a very slightly discussion video. I'm going to try and not do that a lot. Sage Knight with Eyes of Blue. I should also note that I haven't seen most of these effects yet. Another level 1 tuner. When this card's normal summon, you can add a light level 1 tuner monster from deck to hand, except this card itself. You can discard the start and target one effect monster you control, send it to the grave, and if you do so, summon a Blue Eyes monster from your deck. All that's summon Blue Eyes, but note how all these second effects target one effect monster. That's probably to work with Maiden with Eyes of Blue to summon a Blue Eyes. What's this fancy thing? It's a Blue Eyes. White Spirit Dragon. Name is always treated as a Blue Eyes card. Which is kind of weird to have it listed like that, but the wording will be better in TCG. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, it's treated as a normal monster. Not a Gemini card, though. Note that. It's just in hand or grave, so that it works with these things as effects, and with like things like Silver Cry, Birthright, things like that. When this card is normal, so someone you can check out a spell trap, the opponent comes and destroy it, which is pretty nice. On either player's turn, if the opponent controls a monster, you can tribute this card, special summon Blue Eyes of Dragon from your hand. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, level 9 Blue Eyes Synchro? Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, which is like probably this thing plus one that. Is there one of them with like little horns or something? I don't know. Anyway, level 9 Synchro, pretty big card. Boy Spirit Dragon, level 9, let's see, 1 tuner, 1 or more non-tuner Blue Eyes was to be expected. Neither player can special summon 2 or more monsters at once. So Pendulum Summon Kebai. Mysterio can still Pendulum Summon just 1 monster. No 2 monsters at once through whatever. What effect summons multiple monsters at once? Rescue Rabbit? Well, there's probably some other that I could come up with, but I can't come up with them right now. Once per turn, when the effect of a card in the graveyard activates, you can negate that activation. It doesn't. Generally, it says negate the activation and destroy the card, but because the card's in the graveyard, it can't be destroyed anyway, so that's probably why it won't say it. During either player's turn, you contribute the Synchro summoned card. Note how it says Synchro summoned card, so if you summon it back via the graveyard file like Call of the Haunted, it's not a Synchro summoned card, so you can't do it. Special summon 1 Dragon type light Synchro monster from your extra deck in face of defense. Destroy during end phase of the turn. It doesn't say ignoring summoning conditions, so things like Shooting Quasar Dragon cannot be summoned, but you could summon something that is of a higher level. I haven't really thought of what monster you could do with it, but this is definitely a card, Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, that I could do a discussion video of, that I'd go into, like also the monster that I can summon. Now, DDDs. They have many fusions, and like good amount of exceeds. They still only have 1 tuner and Synchro. Until now. Please welcome DDD. Jugetsu Siegfriedo. Level 8 Synchro, 1 tuner, 1 or more DD mods. It doesn't say 1 or more DD non-tuners. However, the only tuners we know of right now, well, we have Night Howling, which is level 3, and mini spoilers for in a few seconds, the other one's level 1. Anyway, You can only use the first effect once per turn. During either player's turn, you can trigger one phase of spell trap you control, negate its effect until the next standby phase. So you can stop yourself from taking damage, possibly, from one of your dark contracts. You could negate your own Vanity's Emptiness to allow yourself to special summon some stuff, and then it's standby phase, and then, like, I don't know. Although it's until your next time so. We'll see. When this card is destroyed by battle or by a card effect and sent to the grave, it doesn't say the opponent's card effect. So, like, Dark Hole will work as well. You gain 1,000 life points for each dark contract you control, which could be quite a bit of life points. Then we have a new Pendulum monster with skill 3, DD Orthros. Pendulum effect, once per turn, target one spell trap on the field and one either DD or dark contract card you control other than DD Orthros and destroy them. It's still blurry, so it's not entirely certain what it says just yet. First monster effect, when you take battle damage, you can special summon this card from your hand. Can be nice. Second effect, during the turn this card is special summoned, you cannot special summon anything but fiends for the rest of the turn. All the DDs are fiends, so if it's a pure DD deck, that's not really much of an issue. But they probably want to prevent you from using this in any other decks, or at least give you a restriction if you want to use it in others. Here's the tuner, the level 1 DD Lamia. 100 attack, 1900 defense, which is pretty nice. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can send one DD card except DD Lamia, or one Dark Contra card from your hand, or face up from your side of the field to the grave to special summon it. If special summon this way, banished when it leaves the field. So that effect sort of reminds me of Plaguesplitter Zombie, although this one sends you to the grave as opposed to the top of the deck, which could get you rid of like a dark contract that you don't really want anymore anyway. You can reuse it, which could be nice. A new continuous type DD Rebuild. Dark contract cards in your spell and trap zones cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. So that's sort of like Imperial Custom, although I believe that only works on continuous traps. This and a good amount of the DD cards, spells anyway, are continuous spells. Also, you can banish this card from your graveyard to target up to 3 of your other banished DD cards and return them to the deck. Now, the 3 is uncertain because of the blurriness, so we'll have to wait and see to be certain on that. And this is also an interesting looking card. Look, King of Yamimakai, one of the 5 monsters, I believe, that doesn't have a stat that ends in either 0/0 or 5/0. Yami contract with the Yamimakai. There you go. Continuous spell. You can only use the first effect once per turn. It is a Yami contract. It's dark contract, so is this DD? Yeah. Select and activate one of the following effects. Target one DD Pendulum monster in your grave and place it face up in the Pendulum Zone, or target a DD Pendulum monster face up in the extra deck and place it in the Pendulum Zone. Well, you can't really target something in your extra deck as it costs, so you just place it. There's no target there. During your standby phase, take 1,000 gems. Yeah, that's definitely a new DD card. I like that Yamimakai is using it. More stuff from Millennium Pack. Oh my god, what is this? I honestly didn't remember it, but first series anime, you had Ring Dragon of Ra. It had a Sphere mode, but also a Phoenix mode. Ladies and gentlemen, the Winged Dragon of Ra, God Phoenix. Probably the word God will be different. It'll probably be like Winged Dragon of Ra, Divine Phoenix. But 4,000, 4,000. It's supposed to sort of make a loop with Sphere and regular, because Sphere can summon regular Ra. Let's see what this does. It cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned by its own effects. It cannot be special summoned by other cards. If this card is in your graveyard, when the Winged Dragon of Ra is sent from your field to the graveyard, special summon this card from the graveyard. Card and effects cannot be activated in response to the activation of this effect. So you already have to have this thing in the graveyard to make it work. This card is unaffected by other card effects. Very nice. No Mirror Force, no Compulsory Evacuation Device, no Madolce Tiramisu, because it's not just against targeting and destruction, just unaffected by everything. Also your own, so watch out with that. You can pay 1,000 life points to send one monster from the field to the grave, which can be very nice, because it doesn't target, so that already helps. And it doesn't say once per turn. So you could do it multiple times. And during the end phase, send this card to the graveyard, and if you do, special summon a Winged Dragon or a Sphere mode from your hand deck or graveyard, ignoring its summoning conditions. So it does show that you can only have this card for one turn. Probably that came from the anime because it was either taken out at the end of the turn or something else. I don't remember. But you can only have for one turn. But then you can have Sphere Mode, and then Sphere Mode can just like sort of protect you, and then summon Ra, and then this thing will be the grave, so then you can summon God Phoenix again. Yeah, that's pretty good. Then Holding Legs, a card used by Marik. I don't remember when, but if this was a spell or just something with evil powers, it's a thing now. Holding Legs. Dark, level 4 Fiend effect monster. When this card is summoned, return all set, spell, and trap cards to the hand. Giant Trunade-ish effect. You can banish this card from the grave to target a spell or trap card your opponent controls. This card cannot be activated until the end of the opponent's next turn. So it's like Fire Formation Gyoko-esque, but not really. And there's a different card with 512, which is Holding Arms. 512 as opposed to the 8-6 of this one. When this card is summoned, target a face-up monster your opponent controls. So while this card is face-up, that face-up target cannot attack or activate its effect. It's sort of like Fiendish Chain, but note how this one says activate its effects and not negate the effect. It can literally not activate it, so it cannot pay the cost either, which it can under things like Fiendish Chain and Skill Drain. When the monster targeted by this card's first effect is face-up on the field, this card cannot be destroyed by a card effect. Very nice. And then I believe one more card, True Name. Declare a card name. Excavate the top card of your deck, and if it's a card you named, add it to your hand. It's like, do I know what's on the top? Yes, I get it. Then you can add to your hand or special summon a divine monster from your deck. It doesn't say ignore the summoning condition, so you still have to apply with that. But since like Slifer and Obelisk don't have them, you can just summon it. Poof, Obelisk 4,000 attack. Woohoo! But you do need to know what the top card of your deck is, so find a way to do that. Card advance, for example. If this card is not the one you named, send the excavated card to the graveyard. So, like, hey, it's a card to the grave. So, quite a few interesting there. Then, movie card news. Each week a different promo card. First it's Gendora, the Dragon of Destruction, Lord Guy the Fierce Knight, then Lemon Magician Curl. Last week was Secret. This does look like this is Gandora, and this sort of looks like Gaia the Fierce Knight fused with Gandora and then Goldish. But isn't that a fusion? Gandora X the Dragon of Destruction, Lord Gaia the Fierce Knight, Lemon Magician Girl, sort of like Dark Magician Girl but different. And this is a level 2, so that's interesting how that's gonna be. Sleeve contest. The winner is our good friend Kurosaki, or Shay as he is known in the TCG anime, the English dub, with like the Rape Raptor symbol behind it. Looks pretty darn fierce. And whoa! VJump promo for February. This looks like Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon with 2 hits. Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon. Level 10, same stats as Blue Eyes. It's Blue Eyes plus Blue Eyes. So it's sort of, in that sense, an easier thing to summon than Blue Eyes Ultimate. But, where Blue Eyes Ultimate doesn't have an effect, this one does. Cannot be special summoned except by fusion summon and the following method. You can send the above fusion resources monster from monster zones to the grave and special summon this card from your extra deck. So if you don't have polymerization, you can summon them, but they need to both be on the field and not in your hand, then you can still summon it. Can't be destroyed by battle. Can attack twice during each battle phase, so in that sense it's better than Blue Eyes, because both heads can attack separately. And if this card did not destroy an opponent's monster in battle, at the end of the damage, it banish that opponent's monster. So that does suggest that you do need to declare the attack, actually perform the attack. So the proper TCG wording will probably be different. So yeah, Twin Blue Eyes, sleeves, 3 cards, True Name, Holding Arms, Holding Legs, Winged Dragon off, got Phoenix, got Dark Contract with the Amimikai, DD Rebuild, DD Lamia, DD Orthros, DDD Jugetsu, Siegfried, Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, White Spirit Dragon, Sage Knight with Eyes of Blue, Guard with Eyes of Blue. That was some pretty big news. Quite a lot of cards to be revealed. Let me know if you want me to discuss anything, and I'll just see you in that video tomorrow. Goodbye.